Hi guys, my name is Jennifer Weiss and I'm so excited that you have decided to take on the challenge of a new coach training. No matter how you think you might desire to do this business opportunity, whether you're just looking to have the discount on the products and you'll just hear a little bit about the opportunity and you'll figure it out later, whether you only have a little bit of time and maybe just a hobby here or there, or whether you want to work this full time, this new coach training is for you. I'm going to try to keep the assignments really short, sweet, and to the point, not to waste your time because time is precious. So I wanted to, before you start this training, to learn a little bit about me, because I might not be your personally sponsored coach and you're in this training. And that's because we are a team and a community. And so I'm just glad that you're here. Make sure that you communicate with your personally sponsored coach, or you can feel free to communicate with me as well. And I will be more than happy to answer questions. You will never bug me. So just shoot me a private message, and I'd be happy to answer it to you as soon as possible. All right, so again, my name is Jennifer Weiss. I live in Florida. I've been married and I have two children. I have a son named Braden and a daughter named Savannah. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Before I was a stay-at-home mom, I was an educator for 7 years. I taught in second grade. I was a full-time sub. And then I taught fourth grade, then went to RTI, which was response to intervention. It's not called that anymore now. And kind of pulled small groups of children that were struggling and tried to, help figure out if there was a learning disability issue here, or if they just needed to be caught up on some things. And then it was just too overwhelming. I had a toddler and trying to do this job and be a wife and just so many things that I personally could not take it anymore. I found myself like rocking in a closet crying, and that's ridiculous that I had let life get that crazy. At the time though, I was the only one who was bringing in a steady paycheck. My husband at that point was commission based, so we could have a really great month and then we could literally have nothing for a while. But we both prayed about it and just felt like the Lord was leading me to stay home. And in my head at that time, it was going to be glorious. It was going to be wonderful. And the house was always going to be clean. And yeah, so we took the leap of faith. God was really good and provided a wonderful new job for my husband. So we were now provided for. It wasn't as big of a struggle for me staying at home. And so I ended up having to leave work in December and then lost my insurance, and then in January I found out that I was pregnant again. Surprise! Those are always so much fun. So anyways, lots of transition. That was a big transitional period of life for our family. So fast forward, stay-at-home mom now of two little ones, no time for myself, exhausted, pretty sure I struggle with some intense postpartum depression of just I fall off the map. I am not able to even function really the first year after my kids are born. I don't know. I look at other moms and think that they're amazing when they're, out and about right away. So if you're one of those people, kudos, awesome. If you're like me, don't worry, you will get out of the hole. So in our neighborhood, there is a woman who does infomercials, like the commercials you see on TV trying to sell products. And her services of free training, free diet advice, free product, and all you had to do was follow her rules of the diet and the workout program and whatnot, and it was free. And I was like, well, sign me up because I'm all of that. So my husband and I actually did it together. It was 8 weeks. And I knew the diet was going to be difficult in the beginning, but I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be. knew like the first 2 or 3 weeks were difficult. Well, for the entire 8 weeks, I was hungry. I was tired. I get hangry. I'm like not a good person if I'm hungry and tired. Like those two things just are not good. And of course, my husband was like, I feel great. This is so good. So I ended up getting fantastic results, like best shape ever, preparing for this infomercial, nothing to do with Beachbody. And I went to her afterwards and I was like, okay, I buckled down. I literally followed everything to a T. Thank you for this body now. Postpartum, after having 2 children and my daughter not even being 9 months at that point. But I'm hungry and I'm tired and I can't eat this way forever. And I asked her, like, how do real people eat? And she goes, well, what you're doing now is it. And I walked away so discouraged because, as I've told you, I'm a mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have to care for my husband. I have 2 kids. It's just, I don't have time to be tired or hungry or any of that. And so I kind of left walking out going, man, I finally feel like I reached a really awesome point and I'll never be able to maintain that. I was kind of depressed about it. So anyways, I was and still am involved in MOPS, Mothers of Preschoolers group. And if you have one of those in the area and that applies to you, I would totally say join it. It is an amazing organization. They're all over the place. I digress. So my friend at that point, Diana, was like, hey, I do these clean eating groups if you want to come check it out. And at that point I was like, you know what? I am tired of people telling me how to eat. I'm not interested. So she's like, okay. And I was like, but you can keep like reminding me and, I'll see if I get there. And so she kept asking them, like 2 more months passed by. Then she asked me again and it's like, you know what? I need like something. I am like, have the wrong mindset about food. Like I would love to see kind of what you've got going on. So I signed up for one of her 5-day clean eating challenge groups. And then like totally flaked after the first day. Like I didn't even go grocery shopping. Then the second month that I tried to do a 5-day group, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I flaked off again. Finally, the 3rd month, I rocked it. I loved everything on the menu and I wanted to continue on into a longer support group. But then came that, let's go ahead and get you started. I would suggest this program in Shakeology for you. And I was like, time out. Don't do protein shakes at all. I have tried them all. They either give me migraine headaches or they taste horrible. I'm not even trying it. Like I'm not doing it. And so they were like, all right, well, sorry. And I was mad. So finally, after, her and I talking back and forth, she goes, look, don't tell anybody, but I'll let you try the workout program. You participate in the 21-day group and it'll be our little secret. And I was like, fine. So I invested in PiYo and loved it. Worked out for 60 days of that program. Definitely felt like stretched and just really good. Even kind of like core tightening, upper body strength, all of it. And I wanted to do another group. And she's like, well, so in that last 21-day group that I did, I'm a very competitive person. And so they would have different fitness challenges or, posting a picture, like ways to earn points. And so I was all over it. So I ended up winning a prize and it ended up being like a couple cute little things and a great devotional book, but it also included Shakeology. So I was like, listen, lady, you are not listening to me. I am not trying your product. So I don't know. I think like a month or 2 went by. The sample sat on my counter and it angered me every time I saw it. And finally, one day I was like, you know what? Okay, it's a Friday. My husband's going to be home in a couple hours and I'm only going to try half a packet. So if I get a migraine triggered, I know my support is coming back to save me so I can go lay down and recover. So I tried half a pack, and I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac also. So I caused myself to have a little bit of a headache, not a migraine, just kind of like I've got a headache. Because I know enough about myself, I thought, you know what, Jen, you're crazy, and you pretty much just talked yourself into a headache. So let's test it tomorrow and try just another half a pack, because it didn't wipe me out. It was just like, I kind of feel like I got a headache. So I tried half a packet the next day, no headache. Half a packet, half a packet, half a packet, half a packet. And I was like, you know what? This stuff tastes really good. I'm not getting headaches. Well, maybe I'll try it. Well, then comes the price tag that kind of comes along with Shakeology. And it was one of those like, oh, am I really going to use this? I had done Mary Kay in the past, invested in a ton of inventory. And for me personally, Mary Kay was just not a good fit. So I wasn't really interested in trying to earn money through another kind of MLM type company. So I loved the groups. They challenged me so much. I was given like a ton of awesome recipes that even my picky family loves. And I just wanted to remain a part of that. And I love encouraging people. I feel like that's my spiritual gift. So I was like, how do I become this coach? Like, tell me more about it. So they told me a little bit more about it. And the cheapest way to do it was with a challenge pack. And so I was like, fine, I'll buy the stupid challenge pack. I'll try Shakeology. And in the back of my head, I was going, I will just use the bottom of the bag. Guarantee here, I'll just return that at the end, and we're all good. Zero, I wasn't tied into anything. So I invested in 21 Day Fix Extreme and a bag. What was it? Think of vanilla, because you can make it chocolatey if you wanted, or fruity if you wanted to. And after 2 weeks of taking it, as I said, again, I had been tired. I had been hungry. I had 2 kids. I didn't have time for this. After 2 weeks of taking Shakeology, guys, I didn't have to take a nap anymore in the middle of the day. And it hit me one day, and I was like, man, if I could get 2 hours back to my life, how much would I pay for that? 2 hours every day. I'm not a 10-minute napper, guys. Like, it needs to be at least 2 hours. I'm not interested, because it just doesn't do anything for me. So that's kind of where things kind of changed for me. And I wasn't going to return that bag, and I was going to, invest in another bag and keep going with it and try to figure out what this coaching thing was all about. Well, I became a coach in March. We're in 27, March of 2016. And I gave myself a 3-month time limit of, I'm going to jump in right away. I do not have to invest in any inventory. This is safe. I'm using these products anyways because I like them. Let's just see what can happen. And I was a part of a really awesome group of people who we just had a little Facebook chat group, and we chatted all the time. We asked each other questions, and we had 2 seasoned coaches and 2 brand new coaches. So we just interacted really, really well. So I never once felt alone. And that is huge, especially when you're starting in a new company. So I want to let you know that if this is something that you really think that you might want to do, we are here for you. You are never alone. And the thing is, like I said before, I obviously want you to have really good connection with your personally sponsored coach, but you can come and reach out to me anytime. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I have asked every question a gajillion times, and sometimes you have to get the answer from somebody else before it clicks in your head. Sometimes this journey of becoming a coach, you've got to work through some things personally to feel comfortable. You're going to have peaks. You're going to have valleys. It is not a get rich quick kind of thing. It's consistency. And you can honestly fit this business in with a little bit of time, a whole lot of time, and you can be successful both ways. So in this group, what we're going to do, I'm going to teach you about the back office. I'm going to teach you how to set up your Beachbody website. And I'm going to show you some income producing activities, because when you do a job like this, you can spend a lot of time just messing around on Facebook and getting nowhere. So the income producing activities are where it's at, and that's where you need to be spending your time. How to set business hours, how to make connections with new customers, how to invite people. And then within the first 15 days, I want you to invite people to a free group. I will be leading it up. You just need to bring the people and just kind of take care of your people, like their post and kind of check in with them like every few days and just say, you know, check in and see how they're doing. That's it. So you bring them to the table, I help support them, and then you guys keep in your private conversation. So again, I'm so excited that you're here. I promise the other videos will not be this long. Please go ahead and press like to show me that you watched this video. And if you could tell me in the comments section, let's see, what did I want you to tell me in the comments section? Go ahead and tell me 3 things about yourself in the comment section below. Okay, guys? All right. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm so excited you're here. Let's give it all we got and see how you do in your first few months as a coach. All right. Bye-bye.